My name's Duncan Parsons and I'm from Hawke's Bay in New Zealand.
My name's Georgia Lala. I'm originally from Auckland, New Zealand.
I study math and economics.
I'm probably majoring in public policy and minoring in Arabic. I'm a freshman.
And I'm a sophomore. I'm studying here at Duke University.
I'm an early riser, so I wake up around 5:30 in the morning and I'll do a couple of hours work and then go to the gym, and then usually I'll have classes from about 12 till 5 in the day. And after that is usually clubs and extracurricular activities. I'll get dinner with some friends and the extracurricular activities usually go till 9 or 10 at night, and then after that there's studying and then you repeat.
My day will typically start here on Central Campus where I live, and I'll get up, usually go for a run around East Campus, have a shower, maybe cook some eggs, that type of thing, and then head across the west, and I'll walk through the gardens to do that, so we'll go and show you that in a minute.
And so you're a Robertson Scholar.
Yep.
Explain what the Robertson Scholarship is.
Robertson Scholarship, basically, it's a full-ride scholarship to Duke or UNC, University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And basically it means that you're a student of both schools, although you do have a home institution, so for me that's Duke. And it was started by Robertson, so he's the benefactor, and he went to UNC and he had one son that went to Duke and one son that went to UNC, and he realised that the two schools complement each other extremely well. They share some things like basketball and the fact they're both great schools, but they're different in the sense that, for instance, Duke is a small private school and UNC is a large public school, and so in creating the scholarship, his hope, amongst other things, was that the students that come on the scholarship get to see both sides of the coin. And I've really found that to be a really incredible experience.
What are your thoughts on UNC? What's your reaction to UNC?
I'm torn because I'm a Robertson Scholar, which means that I have half my allegiance is technically at UNC. But
so they're your rivals, but then you're going to take courses there next year.
Yeah.
So difficult. You're torn.
I'm torn, but I'm a Duke student at heart.
Duke student at heart.
Yeah.
So where are we right now?
So this is the Duke Chapel. It's like one of my most iconic parts of Duke University. There's frequent services here. We hold like memorials here, and then obviously people play organ in here.
Some of yeah.
So the first time that I saw Duke Chapel, I was catching the bus that goes up Campus Drive, and you can see the chapel like rising up in the background as you're coming in. And I remember freaking out of it when I saw it, because it's one of the things that come up on the postcards of Duke and is one of the main iconic pictures of Duke, and seeing it in person was a really cool experience.
It was sort of like oh my God, I'm actually...
Yeah, it was the realization that I was studying in America and that I was studying at Duke.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's
We're at the tennis courts at the moment. Duke Women's Tennis are playing Pittsburgh, and this is like one part of the athletics facility. And you can see over there is the football stadium that was just recently completed, the last part of it. And the athletics is over the back. We'll check that out in a minute. So yeah, this is just like a classic, I guess, weekend at Duke. There's always some kind of sport event on. So it's Saturday at the moment, so it's good viewing, good entertainment, huh?
Good dude.
Now we're at track and field, and Duke are playing, I think, men's and women's track and field against North Carolina at UNC at the moment.
So you got into Harvard and Stanford, but you decided on Duke. Why was that?
There's a number of reasons. One, I'm on a scholarship here, which is a pretty big draw. And another thing I really liked, and it's grown on me more and more as I've spent more time here, is just the dynamic between sport and academia, and just the culture of the people.
What's been your favorite course so far?
Last semester I did a public policy seminar on 9/11 and its aftermath, and that was a seminar with 12 people in it. You took no notes the whole time. It was an hour and a half of just discussing topics, and it was very interesting to hear from, as an international student, how Americans brought up in this current political climate view terrorism and view the impacts of things like 9/11.
Favorite class is probably the one I'm in at the moment. It's a PPE class, Politics, Philosophy and Economics, and it's basically like an integration of the three fields, and it runs through a lot of the primary writings about it, so like Hume and Locke and Hobbes. You're dealing with things like the arguments for private property and why it exists, and like why we need the state. It's like game theory, prisoner's dilemma type stuff, and those kind of it's talking about the foundational things of our modern society, and I think it's just been really interesting to kind of understand that.
So what advice would you give to a high school student from New Zealand applying to school out here?
Make sure that your years of high school are doing things that you're enjoying. I mean, you can put yourself through the paces to do the hard stuff. I think that's important, but you really want to just find out things you're passionate about and you really love doing, and just get good at them. And that'll show that you have a dedication to some causes that you can really apply yourself. And it basically tells schools over here that you're someone that they want to have and that will do incredible things, and basically that you deserve the opportunity to have access to all the things that they have at these schools. And if it means that if you can pursue things that you enjoy doing and that they're looking for, you're going to have an incredible time, be incredibly successful at high school, and it's just going to really run through directly into your university experience, and you're just going to continue to love it.
Don't be afraid of trying for things. I never thought that I would be able to come to the States to study, and keep an eye out for the opportunities as they present themselves. So scholarships and grants that are available, that just keep one ear to the ground and listen for those, because they can really open up some amazing opportunities for you if you actively seek them out.
If you like this video and you want to learn more about other student experiences at schools in the States and other places, be sure to subscribe to the channel.